The Nigerian Constitution is the supreme law of the land. It is what establishes the institutions and apparatus of government, defines the scope of government's powers, and guarantees individual civil rights and civil liberties. It is right that one of the sources of a constitution is other constitutions before it, and the 1999 Constitution has its roots in 9 others before it. From the colonial era Constitution of 1914 through the Clifford Constitution of 1922, the Richards, the Macpherson, the Independence Constitutions, etc. In 1975, a 49-member Constitutional Drafting Committee, headed by the late F.R.A. Williams, was appointed to make a draft constitution. After they were done, a Constituent Assembly headed by Justice Udo Udoma made final adjustments to the document. That constitution was promulgated and it came into force on 1st October 1979. The 1979 Constitution jettisoned the parliamentary system of government and replaced it with the presidential system with its bicameral legislature. That system of government is that which we continue to practice today. Haji Shehu Malami, a prince of the Sokoto Caliphate, a diplomat and businessman, was one of those who drafted the 1979 Constitution. He joins me on View from the Top today to discuss this and other issues, and it is a rare honor. Thank you, Your Excellency, for joining us.
My great pleasure.
And we thank you for tuning in. My name is Modele Sharafa Yusuf. Here's a brief biography of my guest before our conversation. Alhaji Shehu Malami was born on November 14, 1937. He received his General Certificate of Education at the North Devon Technical College, Barnstaple, England, and later attended Middle Temple. He is currently chairman, Abuja Electricity Distribution Company, and was at various times chairman of Union Bank, PZ Industries, and Costain West Africa. He was also a member of the board of the Nigerian Industrial Development Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, EcoBank, among others. Between 1975 and 1979, Alhaji Malami was a member of the Constitutional Drafting Committee and the Constituent Assembly, and was the country's High Commissioner to South Africa during the administration of General Sani Abacha. Alhaji Shehu Malami holds the traditional title of Sarkin Sudan of Borno. He has an honorary doctorate degree from the Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, and he was conferred with the national honor of the Commander of the Order of the Niger. Nigeria has made 10 attempts at writing her own constitution, but after several amendments, it's still not considered a perfect document. Is there ever a perfect constitution?
There has never been, and there will never be a perfect constitution, because there can never be perfect human beings to operate that constitution. From my experience so far, it's not the constitution that is something wrong with it. That the implementers of the system, something that's how they, in one way or another, they went off the tangent, and that's why it's not working properly. But I was saying earlier, I did have some experience of the parliamentary system. Not that I was in the government, but the governments were working under that constitution. And I could see that the individual member was nursing his constituency, where his father, maybe his grandfather, were all born there. Therefore, people would know him as he grew up, even before getting to the age of contesting for the election. If he was a good man, people would know he was a good man, and therefore they could vote for him. And it was also a smaller environment, smaller constituency, which he could influence through his long association with it. So I thought it was much better than what we have later on as American system. It is wrong to expect American system to work whereabout, say, Alhaji Shehu Shagali, coming from Sokoto, going to Calabar and Port Harcourt, everywhere. People expect him to vote for him because he was Shehu Shagali. It's not possible. That is why very expensive. You have so many constituencies to nurse. While, as I said, in the parliamentary system, you grew up in the system, people got to know you, you only contest your election for yourself. And once you get elected, you get to parliament, then Prime Minister could appoint you as Prime Minister. I thought it was very, very much cheaper constitution. And then, as you said, I was saying earlier in the introduction, when General Murtala Mohammed came to declare the Constitution Drafting Committee operational, he made a very important remark. He said that they, as a government, had already decided on the American system of government. So immediately he said that, he declared the Constitution Conference open, Constitution Drafting Committee open. Alhaji Aminu Kano, of Blessed Mary, said, well, gentlemen, I would like to say that we're very, very important thing to do this afternoon. It is very important, all we do now, to vote a vote of appreciation and confidence in the government. But they've already said the type of constitution they wanted, so what are we here for?
So you were already working towards an answer?
Already, they had already decided. They, as a government, were only just actually as advisors. So as an advisor, your principal said already, this is where I'm going. There was nothing you could do. Because if we had the opportunity, I mean, you kind of said we could have looked at the Chinese constitution or the American constitution where we have prime minister and prime minister. But we didn't have that opportunity. We were just given fait accompli.
But it still took about 4 years to get it done, no?
Yeah, because in the end we had to sit down and see how we could go the way the government wanted us to go. We had to study other constitutions also, although we are not supposed to, but we went through it. And there was Rotimi Williams and type of people that we had in that Constitution Drafting Committee. There was no way you could hurry things up. Things were done properly. We took our time.